question I get a lot, right, which I'd love to hear from you, is about timeouts, right? What do you think about timeouts, Ann? And,
hate them, hate them,
People
hate
ask
them, hate
all
them.
the time.
I'm completely against timeouts, and I'm against a timeout chair, a timeout corner, like that.
A carpet square.
Right. Yeah, like that's going to make, now I really came to conclusions. You know, that ridiculous British nanny that was
the nanny
just
911,
like, go sit on the, I mean, it's just bull. So what I think that we have to remember is we do want the child to change their behavior, but it's got to come organically from something that they want to change, motivate them. And when we simply tell them, take a time out and think about what you've done, they don't know what to do with that. First of all, I think most kids who have been pissed off at their sibling and hit them, and we say, go think about it, you know what they're thinking?
I'm glad I hit them.
Awesome.
Right.
That was like the best thing I ever
these
did.
These are not self-reflective creatures at this age, right? They don't sit and ponder the wrongness of their behavior.
And it feels good if somebody's been bugging you because they exist. If your baby sister bugs you because she was born.
And you bite her.
And you bite her, that feels really good. And for someone to say, go sit on a carpet square. So anyway.
Think about it.
I think that's ridiculous.
Right. And okay, the other thing related to that, right? Yeah. Think about biting your baby sister and then you need to tell her you're sorry.
Oh God.
Right?
Yes. I mean,
repent.
I think for most young kids, saying I'm sorry is a get out of jail free card. I think it's ridiculous to do it. My feeling is if they've done an action wrong, then there has to be an action that balances that. And I don't mean spanking them or pinching them or, please understand me. What I mean is if we're sitting here and for some reason I've just been bugging the out of you and you just can't stand it anymore and you got this nice face, look at your nice face, and all of a sudden you take your cup and you hit me in the face with it. And basically what our mother says is, Amy, that wasn't nice. Tell Ann you're sorry.
Sorry.
Right. It doesn't, there's nothing has been done. So I think that the action to the action, the first thing would be is go get Ann some ice.
Right.
You know, let's go do something.
Her.
Right. An act of contrition, an act of, I'm going to help you. And then following with, I'm going to take this cup because it looks like you're not using it gently. That those are physical actions.
So action from you, from the perpetrator, if we will. Action from the parent, right? But not action of meaningless apology or meaningless timeout.
Oh, yeah. And you know, the worst, I hope you don't give this advice to your clients because I'm going to say it's the worst, is that, you know, if you're 1 year old, you have a time,
a minute per year. Yeah. Right.
I think that is a really good rule for how many children you invite to a birthday party. I think it's a really stupid rule.
Here's who I think does need a timeout. We do.
Yes.
If you're going to have a timeout in your house, use the timeout for you.
Absolutely.
Right? Sometimes we get to the breaking point because our toddler has just bit our brand new baby who's beautiful, and we're going to strangle the toddler. Right? And so before you strangle the toddler, you take a timeout. Walk away, breathe, take a minute.
And tell your kid, say, I need some time to pull myself together. I like using verbiage with preschoolers like, pull myself together, because I think the image makes sense. Like when you lose it, that's right, when you lose it, you just feel everywhere. And when you start to use verbiage like, I'm going to pull myself together, and then they see us do it, and then you can say, now I can think about what we're going to do about it. I know that the question then is, so what can I do? I can't spank. You don't like timeouts. You don't like apologies. What can you do? And the answer to that, I think you and I both agree, which is you come up with a consequence that makes sense. If your child is using a toy to bang the furniture and bang on the furniture, take the toy away. Say, it looks like you haven't learned how to use that. I think that when a child is hurting another child physically, it's okay to separate the kids, but that's not the same as a timeout.
Well, but what you said before is really important, right? Offering to get that child an ice pack or to see if they need a Band-Aid or to even just check on them, right?
Yes.
You're beginning to teach your child that when we hurt someone, we take care of them genuinely, not just an apology, but genuinely.
You know what the apology does? The apology makes the parent feel better. Like, you know, if your kid hits another kid on the playground.
It's a social nicety.
You really, when you say to your kid, say you're sorry, what you're really saying is to that other parent, I swear to God, I did not teach my kid to bite your kid. And I think that we need to really find something that's meaningful for the kids instead. I'll tell you what what I do like to say to kids, if I want them to say something, is ask the person, is there something I can do? Do you need something? That way we're getting the perp to talk, but to say something meaningful.
Great.